Sarah Ferguson didn't just fumble the comeback. She torched the playbook, and now the tripod she bragged about is collapsing under her own weight. If you think this is just another royal spat, think again. In the next few minutes, you'll learn the exact moment Beatrice and Eugenie's loyalty flipped, how the Epstein fallout detonated inside the York household, what King Charles's hammer blow to Andrew really means, why the sisters keep their titles anyway, and the brutal options on the table for a family staring down reputational ruin. Let's cut through the fairy tale. For years, Sarah, Beatrice, and Eugenie sold themselves as inseparable. Best friends, all love, zero cracks. That image worked until reality ripped the mask. The whisper now is simple and savage. The daughters aren't just disappointed in their father, they're more disappointed in their mother. That tells you two things. First, the new information landing in their laps isn't only about Andrew. Second, the daughters have seen enough to reassess who Sarah is when the cameras are off. Why the shift now? Because the external firestorm became an internal reckoning. The York brand was already radioactive. Then came the escalation that locked in Andrew's fall from grace and shattered the last illusions of a quiet rehabilitation. Whatever fig leaf remained has been yanked away. The Yorks aren't waiting out bad weather. They're living in the wreckage. Here's the twist everyone misses. The daughters' status isn't tethered to their father's luck. Beatrice and Eugenie retain their princess titles and places in the line of succession because that's baked into the old rules. The optics may be awful, but the framework is the framework. Translation: their names stay gilded even as the family name smolders, at least on paper. So why are they angrier at Sarah? Look at the pattern. Years back, she admitted taking money connected to the ugliest circle imaginable to help clear debts, a decision she later branded a monumental error. That wasn't gossip, that was contrition. Layer on the steady drip of reminders, contacts, and catastrophically poor judgment calls, and the picture hardens. If you're Beatrice or Eugenie, that's not just embarrassing, it's disqualifying. There's only so many times you can defend a parent who keeps handing the tabloids fresh ammunition. Inside the house, the math changes fast. You can defend a parent once. You can defend them twice. But you can't build your children's futures on a floor that won't stop giving way. The sisters understand the modern reputational game. Brands won't touch you if your family name equals litigation, leaks, and search results nobody wants to scroll. Distance becomes survival. Silence becomes strategy. Meanwhile, the Royal Lodge turmoil is more than real estate. It's a referendum. Being forced out of the York's longtime base strips away the illusion of permanence. If Andrew is out and Sarah's proximity has been her last lifeline to relevance, that shared anchor vanishes. Do the daughters follow their mother into a new phase of quiet exile, or redraw the map entirely and create public boundaries so stark the message glows in neon? Let's talk choices, because this is where the next chapter is written. Choice 1. Close ranks. The sisters keep mom in the frame, play the dutiful daughters, hope the story burns out, and pray corporate boards forget. The risk? Every new headline reopens the wound and resets the clock. Choice 2. Strategic distance. Minimal contact in public, no joint appearances, no cosigns, no cross-branding, while maintaining private family ties. It's cold and clinical, but it works if the leaks stop. It protects their husbands, their children, and their careers without a public bloodletting. Choice 3. Controlled rupture. A carefully crafted statement reframing the relationship around duty to their children and respect for victims. It's brutal and effective. It draws a hard line between the next generation and the past, and it tells sponsors, charities, and employers, we are not our parents' choices. Which path is most likely? Watch the calendar. If invitations tighten, if joint photos disappear, if charitable affiliations refresh without Sarah's name, you're seeing the slow rollout of option 2. If a sit-down interview drops where a sister says, we love our mother, but that's option 3 launching in real time. Now, about titles and status. Expect noise, petitions, punditry, pressure, but little structural movement. The framework is old, stiff, and stubborn. Unless a new instrument is issued to narrow who counts, the sisters' titles stand. That won't stop commentators from demanding symbolic punishments, but symbols don't outrank statutes. The institution would rather let time and distance do the heavy lifting than wade into a constitutional food fight. Where does that leave Sarah? The myth of the indestructible Duchess is done. Philanthropy boards are skittish. Partners don't buy growth when search results scream otherwise. The only viable path is radical accountability. No euphemisms, no naivete, no blame shifting. Name the errors. Own the harm. Center the victims. Step back for a long time. Anything less reads as deflection, and deflection is brand poison. And Andrew? There's no path back inside the institution. The door is shut, bolted, and painted over. His future is private, pared down, and permanently offstage. Any attempt at a public second act only drags the next generation into the crossfire. The family knows it. The palace knows it. The public knows it. For Beatrice and Eugenie, this is not about heroics. It's about Tria. Protect their children. Protect their work. Protect their next decade by drawing hard boundaries in the present. That means fewer nostalgic photos, fewer joint ventures with mom, fewer situations where their names are collateral against someone else's chaos. It's ruthless, but it's clean. Here's the bottom line. The tripod didn't fall because of a single photograph or one reckless payment. It fell because of a long series of choices that finally ran out of excuses. Sarah Ferguson played with reputational fire for decades. The blaze has reached the family room. The daughters can love their mother and still refuse to carry the price of her decisions. That isn't betrayal. That's adulthood. If you're still clinging to the old fairy tale, let it go. This isn't a palace tiff. It's a generational handover from denial to realism, from blind loyalty to protective distance. And the lesson is simple. In the House of Windsor, love without judgment is a storybook luxury. In the real world, love has boundaries. And when those boundaries finally snap, even a tripod can crash to the floor.